Hello. Hello, everybody. I am LJ Boo Boo, and this Sunday is Summerslam. I'm recording this um, Saturday morning. I might not even upload this until Sunday morning, depending on how I feel tonight after work. So, anyway, first up, Drew Gulak, the Cruiserweight Champion, defending against Oni Lorcan. I'm going to say Drew Gulak because, well, for one, I don't watch 205 Live. Second of all, I don't even know how someone like Orny Lorcan is getting a title match. I haven't heard of him, and I've heard of a few 205 Live guys. Like I said, I don't watch 205 Live. I rarely watch NXT, so I don't know. I'm saying Drew Gulak. Um, just because I know who he is, and yeah, I guess. Next up, Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair. Um, this is supposed to be Trish Stratus's last match. Um, and last time she retired, was with the Lita, and she defended the title against Lita. But this time I think it's going to be different. I think she's going to pass the torch to Charlotte. Like, okay, you can be the new blonde person in WWE who's on the top now. And yeah, so I'm going to say Charlotte. I don't think Charlotte will win clean, though. It is Toronto, so to get more heat, she'll probably cheat. Um, that way, it doesn't make Trish look bad, but it makes Charlotte look like a heel, and it helps her uh, develop her persona a little bit better. So I'm going to say Charlotte, um, probably by cheating, maybe not. I don't know. Anywho, next up, Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler. I don't think this will be a passing of the torch match because I think Goldberg is too. I think he's too egotistic for that. I think if it were like Shawn Michaels would probably do the favor for for Ziggler, but Goldberg's probably gonna win this. Um, so even if Ziggler wins, though, it's probably not gonna do anything for him. So, anywho, so I'm gonna say Goldberg wins. Next up, U.S. title match between AJ Styles, the Phenomenal, versus Riccochet, whatever they call him. I'm going to say Ricochet by disqualification. I think this feud is going to go on for longer, probably until Survivor Series, maybe Royal Rumble. Um, maybe by Survivor Series, Ricochet could get like a little team together, and AJ and the club, the OC, they could get like another member or two, and then they could have like a traditional Survivor Series match. That's what I liked about the 1997 Survivor Series, is they had like half the card were traditional Survivor Series matches. I mean, those are they take forever, but if you build up a good story around some of them. So yeah, I'm gonna say Ricochet and the Ricochet by DQ, because the OC will probably come out and be like, oh, we're the OC, we're gonna, yeah. And there's no tag team title match on here, so that would be a way to include at least one group of tag team champions. Next up, we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I'm going to say Bray Wyatt, because if Bray Wyatt don't win, what's the point of even having him as this new character? I do think this will become a Demon versus Fiend match, and I think Balor will win because he rarely ever loses as the Demon. I don't think he's lost since he's become the Demon in WWE, since he's on the main roster. So, then again, I think the Fiend will give the Demon the first loss. So, I don't know. Wait till that actually happens. Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. To me, that would have to be at like a big pay-per-view, not like one of these throwaway pay-per-views that they have. It would have to be at like Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, depending on how long Finn Balor's out after this match, which I'm like everyone else, I'm assuming he's gonna take time off after he loses this one. So Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens loses. He has to retire. I can see like Elias, Drew McIntyre, maybe the Bobbsey twins or whatever. The Revival. Bobbsey twins. Anyway, I can see all of them getting involved. Maybe Bobby Lashley. Kind of like the corporation. Well, I mean, that's pretty much Shane McMahon's corporation right there. But it's kind of going to be like Royal Rumble with Yokozuna and Undertaker. Everyone's going to come out and help Shane. And eventually Kevin Owens is going to come back and take his revenge. So I'm going to say Shane McMahon. This is probably going to turn into a Stone Cold Vince storyline. I mean, obviously. I mean, KO's using the stunner, and Shane McMahon's like, I'm a McMahon. I might sound like Peter Griffin, but I'm a McMahon, dadgummit. Anyway, next up we got Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. This is where it gets tricky. You want Kofi to win because he's been this bully to Kofi. I mean, he's been bullied by Randy Orton so much. And you kind of want Randy to win because the storyline will be built up more, and you know, Randy wins here, Kofi gets it back later on, but now I'm going to say Kofi retains because I really don't want Randy Orton to have the belt. I really don't. I mean, I think Brock's going to retain later against Seth Rollins. So we'll have like a robot champion. I beat Kofi. And, you know, I don't know what you do though with Kofi. I wouldn't know what. I don't know what you do with Kofi after though, because at least if Randy Orton wins, you could have Roman go after him. You could have Kofi try to get it back. You could even throw Big E in there. I'm still saying Kofi. Bayley versus Ember Moon. This was another one for me. I'm going to say Ember wins it. And they, you know, Bayley turns heel. They do like a hug. And then after, boom. Bayley to belly or whatever. Raw Women's title. Becky Lynch versus Natayla. I kind of struggle with this one too because Natalia's a hometown girl. But Becky's, you know, Becky's being pushed to the moon. So who do you let win? Given that it's a submission match, if Natayla were to win, Becky won't tap. Becky will pass out because of the pain. And I can see that happening. So I'm going to say Natayla. And for the Universal, I already said Brock. So anyway, those are my predictions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace. Have a good one.